Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing fine. In my last update about Twist of Faith, I asked you guys to tell me where Twist of Faith has gotten to on Z World because I did not have the opportunity to watch Z World for now till next month. And thank you so much to everyone that dropped comment, and that was why I decided to jump 2 episodes now. And I didn't go far for the sake of people that only depend on my update. I did not go far. So this update that I'm about to give, even though I'm not watching Z World for now, but I know this update that I'm about to give right now would show maybe today or tomorrow. I don't know. But let's just start from here, or let me say let's just continue from here. The priest asks everyone to come forward for the prayer, and Vikram's mother says that Avan time has not started yet, and Nagi says that one should have devotion, and Grandma scolded Nagi and asked him to behave. Aliyah asked Purab about Disha, and Purab was shocked, and Aliyah says that she was asking because Grandma asked everyone to come for Afan. Disha was with Grandma and she tells Grandma that she wants to go, but Grandma asks her to stay for some time, and Purab was still with Aliyah, and he thinks that it is good that Aliyah did not notice him having conversation with Disha earlier, and Aliyah thinks that Purab doesn't know that she has already heard everything that Purab told Disha. Nagi asked the priest to start the Afan quickly, and Sahil was about to light the fire with the lighter, but they stopped him, and Mitali gives a matchstick to the priest, and the priest lights the Afan fire. In the room, Sunaina calls Mira, and Mira regains her consciousness and frees herself, and she frees Sunaina's hand as well and tells her that she would go to her room and call the police, and she asks Sunaina to remain there, and Mira quickly goes to her room. Mira calls Abhi, but Abhi doesn't pick the call because he was lost in thought while driving the car. And Mira calls the police, but the police call was also not attended to. And Prachi comes out of the washroom, and Mira tells her about the smugglers' threat and plan. And Prachi says that they won't let anything happen to everyone. The priest was about to put the powder provided by the criminals in the oven, and Mira comes there and asks the priest to stop, and Negi quickly puts the powder in the oven to make everyone unconscious, and Mira alerts everyone that all the men standing here are smugglers, and everyone got scared. Prachi quickly comes there with a jug of water, and Prachi puts water in the fire to quench it. And the goon holds Prachi, but Ranbir pulls Prachi towards him and saves her. And Sahil holds Ria with a knife placed on Ria's throat, and he threatens to kill her if anybody make any sound or move. And Ria shouted that the men are not smugglers and they have come to kill her instead. Negi says that Ria talks too much and he threatens to cut her neck, and Aliyah takes the pot from the decoration and throws it at Sahil, and Sahil falls down, and Ria was saved, and everyone started running like fools, both old and young, and Pallavi and Shahana beat up a goon, and they were very happy, and they gave each other a high five, and Aliyah also beat the goon. Grandma also hit the smuggler with her walking stick, and another goon was about to hit Grandma, but Vikram's mother comes there and diverts the goon attention to dance with her, and both Abhi's grandmother and Vikram's grandmother beat up the goon. Ranbir saw Sahil and he says statues to Sahil, and Prachi asks that why, and Sahil says that he would beat Ranbir. Ranbir beats Sahil and his goons, and he asks Prachi to beat him as well, but Prachi says that Ranbir has said earlier that they are not in the same team, saying that the whole family has engaged in a fight with all the goons. Negi holds Disha at gunpoint, and Purab asks him to leave Disha. Negi says that if anyone tries to act smart, then he would kill Disha, and Purab asks him again to let Disha go. And Negi says that he can kill Purab also with Disha, and Ranbir asks him to calm down. And Negi shouts at Purab and Ranbir, and Negi fired a shot from his gun, but Purab and Ranbir quickly moved, and the bullet hit the temple area, and everyone were scared. Negi asks everyone to keep their phones with him, and he says that they would do their work and leave. And Sahil comes there, and Purab says that he has never thought that Sahil would do something like this. And Sahil asks Negi to shoot Disha, but Abhi comes there on time, and he sees Negi keeping gun on Disha's forehead, and he snatches the gun and points it into Negi's mouth. Abhi hits Negi and he asks Disha to hold the gun, and the police comes there and arrested all the thugs, and Abhi says Ganapati Bappa, and everyone says the same thing, and they all celebrate the festival happily. In Sarita's house, Sarita tells Pragya that Rishi had stolen 100 rupee notes during his childhood, and he used to like only new note color, and Pragya smiles. Shahana and Prachi comes there and Pragya introduced them to Rishi and says that they have kept both Prachi and Shahana's stuff in the guest room for Rishi to stay in their room. And Shahana said that it is Rishi that's supposed to stay in the guest room because he is the guest. And Rishi says sorry to Shahana. Disha was in her room and she thinks that Purab still cares for her after remembering how Purab fought with the goons because of her at the function. And suddenly, she heard the doorbell rings and she opens the door and she thought that it was Purab, but it was Ritik instead, and Disha asks Ritik that what is he doing in her house. Ritik says that it is not right to behave like that to a friend that needs help, and Disha asks that what happened. And Ritik says that he has a breakup with Veronica, his girlfriend. And Disha says that she is intelligent and she asks that why did Ritik's girlfriend dump him, and Ritik asks Disha to give him something to eat first. Disha asked Ritik that why did the breakup between him and his girlfriend happened, and she said that she asked Ritik's girlfriend number and she would call her and ask her that what is going on. And Ritik says that he broke up with his girlfriend because she betrayed him by saying that she wants to marry him, but before she had said that she is not interested in marriage. Disha says that Veronica must have felt like getting married to Ritik now, and Ritik says that Veronica slapped him on his face with her sandal as well, and she pushed the door on him, and the carpenters are fixing the door right now, and he would like to stay in Disha's house for the night, and Disha takes Ritik out and asks him to go and stay in an hotel for the night. Ritik says that his wallet is in Veronica's purse and he doesn't have money to pay at the hotel, and Disha goes back inside. In the mirror house, Purab comes to his room and tells Aliyah that Abhi has slept, and Aliyah says that she knows that Purab wanted to talk about risking his life for Disha, and she totally understands. Aliyah asks Purab to sleep and she laid on the bed, and Purab doesn't know what to do because Aliyah did not react to what he did while trying to save Disha from the goons earlier. In Sarita's house, Sarita and Pragya were packing a customer's order, and Sarita asks Pragya to also pack chutney, and Pragya keeps the tepla and chutney, and Sarita says that the shop owner Amit is coming here to take the teplas, and she asks Pragya to add more chutney, and Pragya brings the chutney and keeps it in the bag. Sarita says that she is thinking that they should increase the price of their food as the demand increased, and Pragya says that they would only increase the price of their food when the profit they make is less and the expenses is more. And Sarita says that Pragya is not building customers, but she is building relationships. Mr. Amit comes there and gets the teplas and the other food, and Sarita asks him to give the order to them, and he says okay. And Pragya asks him to wait and brings Acha, and she gives the Acha to them and finds Mr. Amit's key in the house and comes out to give the keys back to him. And Shakshi and Nandita's car stops outside Pragya's house, and Nandita gets down to check the engine. Amit offers to check the engine, saying that it is not ladies' work, and Nandita says that she is checking, and she repairs the car, and she turns and sees Pragya, and Pragya greeted Nandita, and she tells Amit about Nandita and says that Nandita is a senior scientist and she works at ISA. Nandita also makes Pragya meet the other engineer, and they all talk about MOM and promote the show, and they all go their separate ways. Rishi comes to meet Purab and introduce himself as Rishi Desai, and Purab says that it would not work for Fusion, but for Redeem, which is handled by him, and Purab told Rishi good luck. At the Mirror House, Grandma prays to God and asks God to make Abhi and Pragya meet again, and Mira says that Pragya did not meet Abhi, and Mitali asks that how did Mira knows, and Mira said that Abhi would have told her if he had met Pragya, and Mitali says that Pragya promised to come again, but she did not come. Grandma says that she would go to the temple and pray daily for Pragya to come back home, and Mitali says that she would also come with Grandma, and Mira says that she would also come with them, and Grandma says that they should all go. Vikram's mother asks Ranbir to drop Prachi at home, and Ranbir says that Prachi always gives so much lecture on driving, and because of that he would not drop her at home. Vikram's mother says that she would end the call and Ranbir must drop Prachi at home, and Ranbir finally said okay, and he asks that why did his grandmother call him on video call, and she says that she is applying nail polish, and Ranbir asks if she is having an affair with someone, but Vikram's mother says that she doesn't have time to waste and she loves herself, and Ranbir quickly ends the call seeing Prachi coming. Prachi says that why did Ranbir ends the call when he saw her coming, and Ranbir says that Prachi is jealous and today it would make her feel something, and he moved closer to Prachi, and Prachi asks that what is he trying to do, and Ranbir asks her not to be so happy, and he takes his phone from charging plug behind Prachi. Ranbir says that he wants to talk to girls and flirt with them and they are unsafe with him, but only Prachi is safe with him because he doesn't have any feelings for her even though he honestly wants to like her, but he cannot, and Prachi thanks him and says that she is not interested in him, and Ranbir asks Prachi to bring her bag because they are going somewhere. At the Mera house, Dimpy and Shaina select a dress style for Ria's fashion show, and Ria says that she was thinking about Prachi, and Dimpy says that they know that Ranbir broke her heart, and Ria says that she doesn't like Ranbir, so he can be with Prachi instead, but Shaina asks Ria to accept the rejection. Ria tells her friends that if Ranbir ever falls in love with someone, then the girl will be Ria Mera, and Shaina says that what if Ranbir loves Prachi, then what would happen? And Ria says that Ranbir would break Prachi's heart and she is Ria Mera but she doesn't like Ranbir at all. Ranbir and Prachi were in the car and Ranbir says that he shouldn't be awake late in the night, and Prachi says that Ranbir is very irritating to her, and Ranbir says that he knows that Prachi like when he go and drop her at home and give her attention as well because he is a good boy with face, heart and financially, and he knows Hindi as well. Ranbir asks Prachi to start liking guys like him and develop the taste, and Prachi asks Ranbir to stop the car, and Ranbir stops the car, and Prachi says that his word seems to be like hot lava in her ears, and Ranbir asks Prachi to get down if she wants, and Prachi gets down from the car, and Ranbir started the car and he thinks that he would never give Prachi a lift again. Vikram's mother calls Ranbir on video call and asks that where is Prachi, and Ranbir said that he has asked Prachi to get down from his car because Prachi was eating his brain, and Vikram's mother asks Ranbir to go and bring Prachi back to the car before anything bad happens to her, and what if the goons catch her while she was walking alone. Ranbir says that then the goons will be ruined for good if they kidnap Prachi because she is troublesome and she would trouble them so much until they let her go. And Ria comes there and hears everything that Ranbir said, and she talks to him on the call and she asks that what has happened, and Ranbir says that Prachi made his head ache, and Ria looks at him from the video call and Ranbir recalls Ria's words and he says that he would go and bring Prachi back to the car. Vikram's mother said that she is really surprised that Ranbir agreed with Ria immediately, and Ria asks her not to worry, and Ria thinks in her mind that Ranbir is not helping the situation at all by pushing Prachi away from him. Thank you so much for watching. The next update after this is already up on the channel. Check the channel for it or check the description box below for the link. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.